Hello everyone, I'm Sofi and I'm currently at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. And today I'll be doing a short sharing on what is Dharma work. Well, Dharma is the precious teaching of the Buddha who has gained enlightenment 2,500 years ago. Buddha in his enlightenment has given us the 84,000 ways towards achieving enlightenment. So as such, Dharma work is work contributed towards the propagation and spreading of the Dharma work to benefit others. Spreading of the Dharma to benefit others. It is to support and help our Guru, our Dharma Center, to spread our Guru's teachings in order for many people to know, to connect, and to receive our Guru's Dharma teachings. It is to help them connect and learn the way out of suffering. Here in Kechara, our Guru, the 25th Samtuku Rinpoche, had provided the conducive conditions for us to learn, to practice, and to transform ourselves according to his lineage teachings, which have been kept pure all the way back to the times of Buddha Shakyamuni. There are many ways for us to contribute to Kechara. We could work in the temple, like manning the registration counter and handling inquiries. We can help in the daily preparation and setup of the beautiful altars with offerings to the Buddhas. We can help to clean the temple grounds. We can help in the maintenance of the temple. We can volunteer in the puja team. Puja meaning prayer. We can help raise funds to sponsor Rinpoche's works. We can help in the children's Dharma classes. We can help in so many ways to make Kechara a growing Dharma center. Maybe you think that you're not that spiritually inclined and wish to do other things. Well, we do have the Kechara Soup Kitchen, which is Rinpoche's contribution towards society, not only in feeding the hungry, but actually to find out why they are on the streets and to find ways to help them get back on their feet. Now KSK, which is Kechara Soup Kitchen, has gone beyond providing just providing food to them and helping them get back on their feet. Whereas KSK has actually has started providing groceries to the low-income family and to helping single-parent family, to earn the income to support their family, and also providing medical help. And here in Kechara, our Guru is a strong proponent of using online facilities to spread the Dharma. In this day and age, we rely so much on the internet for almost everything. It has connected our lives with the world, with just one click of a mouse. And as such, Rinpoche had the foresight to spread his teachings online many, many years back. In fact, my initial connection with Buddhism was from Rinpoche's YouTube teachings. I would be in the office with an earpiece listening to Rinpoche's YouTube teachings while I was doing my office work. And questions would arise, and yet somehow the next teaching that I listen to will answer the question. And the thing is, I picked the teachings randomly. It's very amazing, isn't it? Well, Rinpoche's teaching has reached many around the world, and many had their lives touched for the better. And they have, those who have benefited, actually had written to thank Rinpoche. Some had made the special trip to, visit Rinpoche and Kechara to connect closer. And some had even stayed to help Rinpoche in his spread of the Dharma. Here are some attitudes that we should have, for our Dharma work. Number 1, do Dharma work with a smiling face, good attitude, and a disposition that makes others happy to have you here. It's a challenge actually to train our mind, to focus out towards benefiting others. And 2, you are here, in Dharma to be out of your suffering. So apply the Dharma to transform your mind and solve your problems. Don't bring your problems here. Number 3, don't view Dharma work, as what others can give you or what you can demand. Dharma is about giving to others, so do it quietly and without any complaints. It's a practice, of overcoming our selfishness that had been creating our sufferings, our problems. We should never blame others in our work or push responsibilities to others. Number 5, you join to do Dharma work by choice and should follow the rules, parameters that have been set out to safeguard, all practitioners that is doing the Dharma work here. Number 6, the greatest Dharma is to transform ourselves to be kinder. It's the best, way to show our Guru the appreciation for his kindness that he has shown us in teaching us and giving us the Dharma teachings, and to be someone that everyone likes. Number 7, Dharma work is a blessing, a privilege and an honor. We should treat it as such. We should never do Dharma work thinking we are doing the center, our Guru, others and Buddha a favor. And number 8, doing Dharma work with good sincere motivations helps us to collect merits. Do not make it into a situation where you collect demerits, more negative karma, and strengthens your negative habituations. You must transform your mind in order to do Dharma work and for it to really be Dharma. Otherwise it will be just like any other work in samsara. So these are only a few of the guidelines that we should do Dharma work with. And I'll be sharing the link to Rinpoche's teachings so that you can go for further details and learn to be the great Dharma practitioner while you're doing Dharma work with the sincere motivation to benefit others. Rinpoche had many times likened the Dharma center as a hospital, where there are sincere practitioners who are just like the nurses. And then there are also those who, even after many years, remain the same, never realizing the kindness of our Guru or those that had worked with them. They are forever the patients and that require attention and never getting well from their selfishness. So before judging others, judge ourselves and our progress in achieving the greater kindness to others is really our own practice. And by the way, if you're interested in putting your Dharma into practice, within a conducive environment where everyone shares the same goal, you're welcome to join us in Kachara. There are many areas that you can help in. Just come with the best motivation of benefiting others and you do very well. So with that, I will end the session today and I'll go on to take a few questions. Right, question from Yin Teo. What is enlightenment? I've shared this in a few sharings, previously. Enlightenment is actually the state where you have overcome your mind of selfishness, overcome ignorance, and your mind is at peace and you're always constantly thinking of based on bodhicitta, on compassion, and from there wisdom, is to benefit others. So basically enlightenment is out of suffering, out of samsara, And from Joy Kam, what are the benefits of doing Dharma work that makes it different from doing secular work? While you're doing secular work, you're basically being bombarded by your selfishness. Actually, it's basically like pleasing yourself, like what you want, what you think you need. It's like constantly chasing after that promotion, constantly chasing after the wealth and just everything, the senses, to please all your senses, like eating good food, dressing well, just pleasing yourself. So that's secular. Whereas oftentimes, in secular, even though you achieve a lot, you will feel that something is missing, and it's like there's never ending to that chasing, and you're so stressed, and by the end of the day, you just really, you're so stressed out. So whereas working in the Dharma center, it's doing, heading something that will benefit others. If you were to set that motivation, to benefit others, you focus out. So once you're focusing out, you don't think of your selfish needs, and you realize that your own needs are actually very minor. So there are greater needs that other people need. So you focus out to benefit others, and as such, since you do not have that much, you don't pay so much attention or importance on your own needs, then you don't feel, you feel more at peace. So that's the difference there. And whereas when you're doing Dharma work, you have a lot of people who are with the same goal as you, who share the same goal. So you have that support there, and everybody is trying to be kinder, to be better. So the environment is different too. Okay, from Valentina. If our motivation is not yet perfect as what you described, can we still derive benefits from doing Dharma work? Of course you can, because doing Dharma work is basically to benefit and to propagate the Buddha's teachings. So as such, over time, even if you do not have the best motivation yet, over time you learn that by your experience, and you see how much your work has benefited others, then you will gain, you feel happier, and maybe your motivation will become stronger towards towards realizing how much you can actually benefit others, and then it'll become stronger. So it's better to be in the Dharma center, doing Dharma work. Okay, from Pastor Shin. How can one participate in Dharma work? How do I know if I'm suited to do Dharma work? Well, first of all, come with an open mind, and as I said, it's good that if you have the motivation to benefit others, and do not limit yourself to what you can do. So whatever that is, whatever area that needs your help, just be willing, be ready to learn. That is what we do a lot here. You learn a lot of things that you've never done before, but the thing is, if you have that open mind to actually learn, you'll find that in time you'll be doing quite well in that certain area. And so there's actually nothing much to be fearful of. So just come with an open mind, and the people here are nice, so they are willing to teach you, so there's no such thing as being suited or not, because if you come with an open mind, anything you can do. There's no limit. And from Joy, how can we collect demerits when we do Dharma work? Can you give an example? Well, basically, when we are doing Dharma work, we are gaining merits, because it is helping to benefit others, and to apply our Guru's teachings, Buddha's teachings, so that we can overcome our mind of ignorance, our own sufferings, to be the better person, the kinder person. So in a sense, if demerits, that is, if you were to be, if you are, stubborn, that you resist, transforming yourself according, to be the kind of person, and you continue to be that to reside in your selfishness and just thinking of the me kind of attitude, then there's a tendency that you would bring out all your negative traits, maybe like anger, like jealousy and such, and those does not benefit other people, and that will be the demerits that we're talking about. So, and also the reinforcement, every time you burst out in anger, that's another time that you could do the same. So if you don't really like mindfully apply the teachings, the practice, then you may just give in to that. So in a Dharma center where you can collect merits, instead you're collecting something that's negative, which is not so good. At the same time, your actions could be hurting other people. So just be mindful to practice it. And from Chris, to do Dharma work, do I have to sacrifice my normal life? Not necessary. You can actually, while you're working, a lot of people, they need to earn a living. So, after work hours, maybe you can allocate a few hours to volunteer at the center, or, to attend to some Dharma activities, maybe like attending the prayer session, or helping out, maybe they have events, you can help out. So actually it is just the willingness for you, to take the step to venture into volunteering, that 1 hour, 2 hour, you can start with that, and then maybe, if you feel that you are, well, I've seen, a lot of my Dharma brothers and sisters, they were working, full time, doing very well in the secular world, and starting with volunteering, and then, soon they are here, full time, because they feel that it fulfills their inner needs, to have the answer, and to help others, and propagate, especially our guru's teachings to others, so that other people can benefit as well. So for your question, you don't have to sacrifice your normal life. In Dharma work, we still have a life too. From Chris, from bodhicitta comes wisdom. This is quoted from your explanation of enlightenment. Yes, because when okay, from my understanding, okay, this because when you are looking to benefit others, then you'll be always constantly looking for ways, in order to help them. And also at the same time, if you do not have the wisdom, you may apply the wrong way of helping them. So as such, it does require wisdom. So you'll be constantly, finding ways, gaining ways. But the thing is, for this question, I will look up the answer, and to be more precise, so that I'll just leave the comment, I will leave the comment there later, with the correct answer. Right, from Chris. Someone can live a secular life and benefit others as well, such as doctors, social workers, and nurses. Why do I need to do Dharma work? Okay. Yes, they do benefit others, and most of the time, you know, they are doing it also with a mind to benefit others. So as such, Dharma work is, as I said, you know, to spread Buddha's teachings. So a lot of times, because often, you know, our sufferings comes from our mind, and Buddha's teachings, you know, actually addresses that. So as such, the guru, you know, who holds the teachings, who teaches it, and that is what Dharma work is, you know, to help our guru spread the teachings. And whereas the doctors, the social workers and the nurses, they are addressing more of a physical condition or the current condition, whereas Buddha's teachings, you know, is giving us something very permanent, a form that is more permanent, that we work towards the path, you know, towards enlightenment, which is permanent peace. Whereas the doctors, social workers and nurses, they are to address the current situation. So I would say that the Dharma work, you know, is something that we should carry on, you know, for, you know, all the, I mean, on as long as there's people in or sentient beings, you know, in suffering. That is what we should hold, I mean, propagate the Dharma, you know, to benefit them. But I think it is best that I come up with a clearer answer, you know, to give it to you. So I'll put it into the comment section as well. Okay, from Yi Yin Teo. But if the doctors or the nurses do their work with compassion, isn't it also Buddha's teachings? As Chris's question, I would also, it's better that this one is along the similar line, so it's better that I get the clearer answer to answer you at a later date. Right, is there any more questions? I don't see any new questions, but don't worry. So if there are any more questions, I will be answering them. So thank you for joining me today, and I will close the session with the completion dedication. Yang yo senjo rinpoche ma ke pa nam ki shi ke pa nam pa me pa yang go ne go pe wa shu to ni to wa rinpoche ma ke pa nam ki shi ke pa nam pa me pa yang go ne go pe wa shu da so ji ni sa pa ge wa di dan dan ro wa gu na ga pa da je pa je sun lo san tra pa i tam ping yin po ren du sa se shu ke wa kun tu yan da la man da ra mi cho ki pa la lo cho che sa dam lang yin yo te ra zo ni lo je chang yin ngo pa ga tu so ge wa di yo de da la ma sang yo ri ni ri wa Jika malupa de isala gopa shuru joki kyo posong kapa chosu nampa pewala geki sama siwadang tungki malu sawashu dadam songi dusundan drewa songi latene gewa losan trapai tampa yuriva giushi ni modele sendele ni milunya dele shi ni sintatu dele pel kunchu songi jingilo kunchu songi ngodruso kunchu songi trasi sho jesu nama kusen ratunki nam katrini chochu ge padang losam tempe dromi sabsongi Troy mun sa tatu ni giu shi ga wai ra wai ko wai shi ngam den pen nan de wa ma li bio wai ni chen ren si wan ten sing ga so yi sha pe shi de ba ru den giu shi hom tong pe ngo tro ma lu pa den den da la sa lu so ko da den pa long chok nam ke pa so shi shuk ten sel. Thank you for joining me, and remember to visit Rinpoche's site. We had so many more teachings there. Thank you.